Alright, so I want to talk about something else. I want to talk about something that's near and dear to my heart. And that's bullying. Growing up, I don't know how to put it. But growing up, I was bullied. I was bullied all through elementary school, middle school, high school, and even college. Which is crazy. Because when people hear someone getting bullied in college, they just think that there's no way in hell you could get bullied in college. But it does happen. And it happened to me. And it's crazy because when I went to college, the kids who I basically grew up with my whole entire life that were bullying me most of my life followed me to college. Coincidence how we ended up in the same college? Not really. Small state. But anyways, so I keep seeing these posts, and I know it's been happening for quite some time. And it's disturbing to see these posts on Facebook about little kids who are basically in like first, second, third, fourth, fifth grade taking their own lives because of bullies. And it drives me nuts. It drives me crazy to see a story on my Facebook about another kid that's 10, 9, 8, 11 years old killing themselves because someone at school is bullying them. What I don't understand is, where are the teachers? Like, where are the teachers when this child is being bullied in school? Like, how is it that someone that young is being bullied to the point where they have to take their lives and there's no one around to see it? Like, and then what gets me even more is the fact that, you know, sometimes the teachers will be around and, you know, they'll like brush it off as like, you know, kids will be kids or whatever. But it's not. You know, these are little kids killing themselves over something that a little kid has said or done to them. And it drives me crazy because it's to the point now where I feel like the parents of that child that was bullying should be held responsible along with their child. I don't care how old that kid is. He or she should learn that bullying is wrong and bullying has consequences. And these are the consequences when you bully someone for no reason. And, you know, kids get bullied because they're ugly or they're too fat or they're poor and they wear like bad clothes or whatever. Or just because kids are bored. You know, one kid says something and then the other decide to join in. That's how it was when I was growing up. I was bullied because I have a big nose, as you can see. And I wasn't always fat. I didn't start to get fat until high school. But I was literally bullied my whole entire life. That I will admit, I did at one point in high school try to take my own life. I didn't succeed because I'm here today, but it did happen. Because that's just how cruel kids can be. And back when I was bullied, you know, the cops got involved. And, you know, of course, the parents made it seem like I was the one that was bullying their child. So, you know, at one point, one of the parents even took out or tried to take out a restraining order on me because she swore up and down that I was the one bullying her daughter. Didn't work, but it's just funny how it happens that way. And then a few years, like 6 years ago, when my childhood best friend, when she was pregnant with her daughter, I went to her baby shower. And it's funny because one of the girls who literally bullied me all through elementary school, all through middle school, and all through high school, her mom was there. And her mom knew exactly who I was, because when all of the parents got called into my school one day when the cops were called, her mom was there. So when I saw her mom again years later at my best friend's baby shower, you know, she tried to talk to me and ask me how I was doing and how was school. And I'm just looking at her like, I know you know who my face is. Like, I know you remember me, for one. So why are you trying to talk to me like, you know, we're best friends and we haven't seen each other for a while? So that's how I feel. But I'm just like, it's annoying and it's sad, because these little kids have so much life to live, and they're ending it because there's no adults to help them, to hear their cry, to talk to them, to help them at all. Like, literally, little kids should not be killing themselves over another little kid. And it's sad that, you know, the parents of the child that is now gone has to go the rest of their lives without seeing their child's birthday or Christmas or their graduation from high school, or seeing them get married or seeing them have grandkids. It's sad, but that child that bullied them, of course, they're probably never going to go to jail, for one, because they're 11 years old and no one wants to try an 11-year-old in court. So they'll just chalk it up as, you know, take them to therapy or whatever, and then we'll call it even. But it's not even. It's not even close to being even, because another parent lost their child because of that child. And, you know, I feel like the parents of the bully don't even really care in a way, because they still have their child. And, you know, they just see it as, you know, an accident. Or, you know, my child's not bad, or my child wouldn't do that. And I hate hearing parents say that my child's not bad, or my child wouldn't do that, or my child is perfect. No child is perfect, first of all, especially when your child is a bully. And, you know, I know being a parent, because I'm not a parent, but I know being a parent, you have to go to bat for your kids and, like, have their back at whatever. But where do you draw the line having your child's back when your child is involved in another child's murder in some way? I mean, I know you can't give up on your child that's 10 or 11 or whatever, because, you know, they're younger. But, I mean, what do you do? Like, honestly, like, do you think therapy is enough for someone like that? Because I feel like when that child gets older, nothing will ever change. It's always going to be the same with that child. You know, they may stop for a while to, you know, seem like they're good now. But then once they get into high school or college, or even adults, because there's some adults out here that's in their 30s and they still act like they're fucking 12. So when that child gets older, how do you think they're going to act? I mean, do you think all child bullies change when they get older? Honestly, from being out of high school now, going on 7 years, or 8 years actually, honestly, the kids that bullied me back in high school or middle school or elementary school, I still see them from time to time, and most of them have never changed. Some of them have. Some of them have gotten married and they have kids and they have a good job. But then the other ones I see working at Walmart, and, you know, they're still cracking jokes and being ignorant. And I'm just like, you're grown. Like, when will you ever change? Like, when will you act like the grown adult you are? Like, we're not kids anymore. You're still going around cracking jokes, making fun of people, being rude, being ignorant. Like, that's just old. Like, that makes me think about that child that's 10 or 11 that helped take the life of another child, and then, their parents coddling them, just, making them seem like they're not a bad kid and it wasn't their fault. Whose fault is it? I mean, in a lot of ways, it's the parents' fault because, kids do what they see in the home, or they're taught, or whatever, or they say what they hear, or do what they see. So a lot of the times, it is the parents' fault. But I think when it comes to bullying, parents now need to be held responsible because this is ridiculous. I'm tired of seeing posts on my Facebook about kids taking their lives, and their lives have not even started yet. These kids have not even hit puberty yet, and they're killing themselves because of other kids in their school that have no real role model in their life. And it's sad.